Imagine waking up one morning, looking out your window, and seeing your entire town gone. No houses, no schools, no stores, just debris as far as the eye can see. It sounds unbelievable. But for thousands of Americans, this nightmare became reality. Today we're looking at tornadoes that didn't just damage towns, they nearly erased them from the map. Our first story takes us to Greensburg, Kansas. On May 4th, 2007, a massive EF5 tornado struck the small town. The tornado was nearly 2 miles wide, with winds exceeding 200 miles per hour. As it tore through Greensburg, almost 95% of the town was destroyed. Entire neighborhoods disappeared. Schools collapsed. Businesses were flattened. When the sun rose the next morning, many residents could barely recognize their own town. Next, we travel to Joplin, Missouri. In 2011, one of the deadliest tornadoes in modern American history ripped through the city. The EF5 tornado carved a path nearly a mile wide. Homes were reduced to piles of debris. Hospitals suffered major damage. Thousands of buildings were destroyed. The destruction was so severe that some areas looked like they had been hit by a bomb. Then came Moore, Oklahoma, a town that has faced multiple devastating tornadoes. In 2013, a violent EF5 tornado struck Moore. Entire subdivisions vanished. Vehicles were tossed through the air. Schools were heavily damaged. For residents, it was another painful reminder of how dangerous tornadoes can be. By the way, if you're enjoying this countdown, subscribe now because the most shocking disaster is still coming up. But perhaps one of the most terrifying examples occurred in 1925. The Tri-State Tornado. America's deadliest tornado, this monster traveled across Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana for more than 200 miles. Entire communities were devastated. Nearly 700 people lost their lives. Even today, it remains one of the worst weather disasters in American history. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button because the most shocking tornado fact is still ahead. Now here's something many people don't realize. Tornadoes don't need to hit major cities to cause massive destruction. Small towns are often more vulnerable. Many have fewer shelters, fewer emergency resources, and less time to recover. That's why some tornadoes leave such a lasting impact. Meteorologists continue studying these storms today. They want to understand why some tornadoes become extraordinarily powerful, and how warning systems can provide more time for people to reach safety. Modern technology has already saved countless lives, but tornadoes remain unpredictable. Some strengthen suddenly, others change direction without warning, and that's what makes them so dangerous. The towns we've discussed today all share one thing in common. They rebuilt, despite unimaginable destruction. Communities came together, families supported one another, and towns that were nearly erased from the map found a way to recover. These stories remind us that while tornadoes are among nature's most destructive forces, human resilience can be just as powerful. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, and nature's most extreme disasters.